We've had
Oh, welcome to Talking Masters Footy with Sue and Flea.
two women talking all things AFL Masters, the stories, the people, and the love of footy that doesn't stop at 35.
Round two is done and the season is well and truly underway.
This week, we're not just wrapping up the games,
We're also celebrating some really special milestone moments across the competition.
because in Masters footy, the milestones mean a lot.
So
Let's
let's talk
talk Masters
Masters Footy.
footy.
Oh my God. All right. Now, before we get into round two, people may have noticed it was just me in attendance on Saturday.
Unfortunately, I couldn't be there on the weekend as I had to go to Hobart to help my mum.
And that's something that's probably pretty familiar for a lot of people in Masters Footy.
Yeah, sometimes life just gets in the way, and family has to come first.
Exactly. One of the realities of playing footy at this stage of life is that we're juggling a lot: family, work, caring commitments.
But the great thing about Masters footy is that everyone understands that.
We definitely do. You step away when you need to and you come back when you can.
And of course, you know you have the support of your teammates in both the good and the hard times.
All right, let's go around the grounds for round two of AFL Vic Metro Women's Masters.
And this week really had a really special feel to it.
All the clubs came together at the one venue, Williamstown's home ground in Altona North. A bit of a carnival style day, which was fantastic to see.
Yeah, those days are something else. Just footy everywhere you look.
And we were pretty lucky with the weather.
Well, look like you were. Sunshine and great conditions.
Although it wouldn't be Altona North without that wind making an appearance.
Yeah, the ever-present Altona North wind. Always part of the game plan.
But overall, just a great atmosphere. Players, clubs, supporters, all in the one place. I reckon the hardest working person on the day would have had to been the face painter lady. I don't think she took a break. She constantly had lines of kids waiting to get their faces done.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love that community vibe that you get with, essentially gather-rounds.
Yeah. We do a gather round well. So let's
Yeah.
start with round two of Footy Rush. All five teams were in attendance. Eastern Warriors officially had the bye, but we came along anyway and played a six-a-side fun game.
So there must have been about 50 players then? So did you all warm up together?
Yes, we did. What a fun community we are developing.
So everyone was out on the ground together, moving, laughing, and getting ready to play.
Not separated by clubs, just one big group.
And that's exactly what we want to see more of.
That's what makes Masters footy special. It's not just about the game.
No, it's not. It's about connection.
And 50 women all showing up and getting involved.
And that's a pretty powerful way to start a day of footy.
So, results of the games. Remembering that this is not the focus and we're playing footy for pure fun. All teams struggled kicking into that strong wind, with the game starting with a kick out from defence and then play recommencing from a kick out after any score. That can mean really hard work for the poor team kicking into the wind. Well done to the umpire in one game who recognised that one of the teams was really struggling with this, so brought that kick in further up the field.
Okay. So that's probably the first time that's happened?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to see that the AFL are actually adapting to what we need,
Yeah,
not the rules that they want to install.
yeah, and from the, information day that we attended at Warriors, they did say it's a moving piece. The rules will be a moving piece. So, I mean, I wasn't there to see it, but I'm thrilled to hear it that that's what happened. So, game one, which was Williamstown versus Carrum Cowgirls. Score Williamstown 1814, Carrum Cowgirls. Geez, why is that so hard to sound? Cowgirls. 8553. Williamstown goal was Crystal Evans. Carrum goals, Kelly Mitchell 4, Lydia Jaziak 2, and a goal each to Nikki Chero and Lee Scullen. Sue had a quick chat to Lee after the game.
Okay, so what's your name?
Lee Scullen,
And Lee, who do you play for?
the Carrum Cowgirls.
Okay, so first game today,
Yes.
and how did it go?
Amazing. It was a lot of work, but it was really, really good fun.
Excellent. And which format of the game did you play today?
I played mid.
Yep, good. And played footy rush?
Yes,
Yep.
footy rush, sevens. So,
Excellent.
yeah, it was my first one.
And rumour has it that you kicked a goal,
I did. I kicked the first goal for the game, which is so exciting.
which is also coincidentally the first goal for Carrum Cowboys in the footy rush.
Oh,
Cowgirls.
wow. Cowgirls. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And what brought you into footy?
A group of girlfriends were doing it, and they said, why don't you come along and have a kick? And so I thought, why not?
Excellent. And you're having fun?
Yes, yeah. The team is amazing. There's so much support, and the vibe is just unbelievable. It's such a great team to play for. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, welcome to the Vic Metro AFL Masters community.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So game two, Brunswick Mudlarks, 6 goals, 642, played Parkside Spurs, 1 goal, 410. So Brunswick best were Naomi Chardy, who played well, coming back from an ACL surgery, and Helen. Special mention to Captain Asher, who brought cake to share. Please note, captains of all the other teams. What a great move.
Yeah.
Brunswick goals, 1 each to Kate, Naomi, Helen, and Sim, and 2 to Chardy. And Spurs' goal was Erin Smith. So after the game, I spoke to one of the Spurs' brand new players. Okay, so first of all, what's your name?
My name's Angela.
And today you have played with
I have played with the Spurs.
and played footy rush.
That's right, played for the Rush, yeah.
Have you ever played footy
I
before?
haven't. I've never played a sport before, a team sport.
Never
Ever.
played a team sport. Oh man, are you in for a good time?
I know. I had so much fun. It was so fun.
Oh, that's good, good, good. And what made you come and try footy?
My friend Erin,
Yep.
is really into the footy scene, and she played contact and is involved in Footy Rush, and she asked me if I'd like to come and join. And I said yes.
Fabulous, great decision. Great decision. So, it's very different being part of a team. How are you finding that?
Yeah, great. It's so fun. I found everybody was so supportive, really encouraging. I felt it was really nice to be part of the team before the game and during the game, and just I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Fantastic. And that's what Footy Rush is all about, is getting women out playing footy and having fun.
And it's not as intimidating as I thought it might have been. When you think of footy, you think it's going to be really serious or a bit scary, but it wasn't at all because it's non-contact.
Yep.
It's just a fun game. It's just kicking a ball around and trying to mark it. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get a touch?
I did. I had a couple of touches. I took a mark, which I'm very excited about.
Fantastic.
Just one.
That's all right. Onwards and upwards from here. All right. So thanks very much for talking to us today.
Thank you.
Then we move on to Division 1 with some great games taking place, including the 2025 Grand Final replay between Port and Morty. So Game 1, Williamstown versus Carrum Cowgirls. Oh, God, that sounds so wrong the way I sound it. Cowgirls. Williamstown 6-4-40 defeated Carrum 5-8-38. Ooh, tight one. And what a tight tussle between these two, quite evenly matched teams. Williamstown did most of the damage in the second quarter, kicking with the wind. But Carrum came back hard when they had the wind in the third quarter. Williamstown goals, Kate Splatt 4 and 1 each to Rebecca Davis and Alice Masters, who we all know as Camel. Carrum's best players were Natalie Belcher, Cara Barker, Laura Simcombe, Julia Caficio and Louise Devey. Carrum goals, 1 each to Natalie Belcher, Janelle Bradley and Louise Devey. 2 to private player. Some players, okay, so Suze explained that to me as some players are not identified in Player HQ at their request. Didn't know that was a thing you could do. There you go.
Yeah, it is, if you don't want the world to know that you're playing footy.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
privacy thing. Sure.
So there, might be a few private players happening throughout
Okay,
the
so it's
results.
just identified as private player.
Yep. We move on to game 2, where Box Hill North, 3 goals 5-23, were defeated by Parkside Spurs 7 goals 13-55. Both teams had a big task playing on the large main oval. Box Hill North defence worked
Yeah, my
hard.
disease.
It's catching. And we're sure that they'll improve their game as the season progresses. So Box Hill North goals, Sophie Norton, Mitch Krupe and the good old private player all kicked 1 goal. Parkside Spurs, 2 goals each to Emma Meissner and captain Sarah Carnival and 3 to Courtney Snedden. Best players, Kate Nicholson, Emma Meissner, Courtney Snedden, Deborah Williams and Jenny Bonney. And we'll hear a bit more from Jenny later in the podcast. So from the club, and I quote, "What was perhaps most impressive was the final quarter. Protecting a 4-goal lead into a brutal wind could have easily become a defensive grind, but instead the Spurs attacked and kicked the only 2 goals of the quarter. What continues to stand out about this group is the encouragement and support shown for one another, whether it's on the field, on the bench, or around the club rooms afterwards. There is a genuine sense that every player is valued, backed in, and celebrated. That culture was on full display all day, and it's a huge part of why this group is such a special one to be involved in." End quote.
And finally, in Division 1, the 2025 Grand Final replay between Port and Mordialloc. Scores were Mordialloc 5-4-34 defeated Port Melbourne 2-5-17. Just like in the Grand Final, it was a pretty low-scoring game with a lot of play moving up and down the field and both defence teams working hard to get the ball out of their defensive 50. Mordialloc prevailed this time, though. Okay, so a reversal of the Grand Final.
Yep.
Mordy goals, Lisa Marie Williams 3 and 1 each to Amy Newman and Amy Mitchner. Port goals, 1 each to Lisa Walsh and Tori Pettit.
And so we go on to the Division 2 games. Game 1, Northside Lions, 5 goals 6-36, defeated Darebin Falcons, 4 goals 9-33. One of the most exciting games of the round. Congratulations to Northside on their first win in a few years. Finally getting to sing the song post-game. So excited and pleased for them. I saw the start of the last quarter where Darebin came out with intent and kicked 3 goals in the first 5 minutes to even the score. Northside drew on all their experience over the last few years and were able to settle and score against the wind, helping to seal their win. Nervous times for coaches on both sides, I'm sure. So Northside goals, 2 each to Rosemary Busuttil and Katie Anetta, and 1 to Freya Logan. Their best players, Megan Flack, Christina Edwards, Rosemary Busuttil, Melissa Rano, and Jacinta Tass.
And just,
Darabin,
sorry, I'm just going to jump in. Anyone listening to this, if we've mispronounced your name, sorry.
totally mispronouncing names is my absolute specialty.
Yeah. And we'll probably do it again.
So Darabin goals, one each to Amy Carroll, Louise Potter, Bridget Ryan, and Carly Allen. And best for Darabin, Rachel Holt and Carly Allen.
Rachel's playing. Good-o. Game 2, Brunswick Mudlarks versus Sunbury Lions. Big score to the Mudlarks, 14-15, 99, and no score to the Sunbury Lions. Tough day out for Sunbury as this brand new team starts to develop their players and game style. More on Sunbury later in the podcast as we focus a bit more on them as club of the round. This is the second game in a row where Mudlarks have kept their opposition scoreless. The Muddies would like to thank their unofficial cheer squad for celebrating every player coming off the ground. They made me feel so special, stated one of the players. Brunswick goals, Amy Collins and Private Player, 2 each. 1 each to Fiona Brune and Lani Verd, 3 to Nadine Lampard, and 4 for Deborah Logan. And a few words from the club. We fielded a strong squad of 22, which allowed us to maintain high intensity across all 4 quarters. The depth in our team continues to be a real strength, giving us flexibility and consistent effort around the ground. We welcome 4 debutantes: Jack, Navy must be her nickname, Rachel, Rams, Nadine, Lampy, and Alex, who all stepped in seamlessly and contributed to the team's performance. The standout for the game was our follow-up work, support play, and running capacity. Best, Alison McGorlick, Leigh Verd, Milanka Visser, and Nadine Lampard, aka Lampy. Sunbury Lions, best, Kirsty Baker, Jessica Rodino, Helen Hutchins, Lisa Vandenherk, and Zoe Shepherd.
So we're here with
Jessica, or Sushi,
and Jessica, who are you playing with?
Sunbury Lions, Masters.
Excellent. Have you ever played footy before?
No.
So did you play last week in the first game?
2 weeks ago, the
2
first
weeks
game,
ago.
yes I did. Yeah.
Goes quick, doesn't it?
It does, definitely. I need to be a lot more fit.
Yeah, we've only got a week break now, so that's going to kill us all.
Yeah.
So how did you find football?
Love it, really good atmosphere, the girls are great, that's why I keep coming back.
Fantastic. And what made you decide that you wanted to come and play footy?
Always wanted to do football, finished my own master's degree, and I thought, now it's my time, let's do this.
Absolutely. That's the joy of getting older. It's all about you.
100%.
And so how did you go in your first game that you played?
We lost, but overall we had a great game, a good time that we all worked together. So that was the main thing. We had fun, which is what it's all about.
Absolutely. So have a great game today.
Thank you.
And we look forward to watching Sunbury's progress throughout the season.
Go Lions.
Yep. And the final game of Division 2 was Wyndham versus Peninsula. Wyndham 6 goals 15-51 to Peninsula 4 goals 26. Another strong performance by Wyndham. I'm looking forward to seeing Wyndham play Mudlarks. That should be a good game.
Absolutely.
Peninsula gave it a red hot crack though, not giving up. So Wyndham goals, Jacinta Brew and Amanda Quirk 1 goal each, with 2 goals each to Linda Moran and Rhiannon Cara. Peninsula goals, 1 goal each to Erin Farmbach and Amanda Davidson, and 2 for Talia Benson. Best for Peninsula, Lauren Taylor, Eliza Bolsh, Tina Mallet, Beth Storr, and Talia Benson.
What a great round of footy, Sue.
Absolutely.
Big congratulations to Williamstown on putting on a fabulous day. And based on all the chat I saw after the weekend, everything was just fantastic. Canteen highlights, by all accounts, the salad rolls. I think a lot of clubs could say that a basic salad roll in a white bread salad roll, for some reason or other, they are big hits. All right, so now we move on to our Club of the Round segment. This is where we highlight one of the Vic Metro women's clubs.
And this week, we're shining the light on Sunbury Lions. I had a chat with Cassie at the game, and we'll pop the video in here. Okay, so we have got
Jess,
and
Cassie,
from
Sunbury Lions.
So Sunbury Lions started this season,
Yeah.
and they're looking to recruit. So girls, when do you train?
We train on Wednesday nights. We start at 6 o'clock at Clark Oval down at Sunbury, and we would welcome anyone to come along and join us.
I'm brand new and I'm there, so come.
So you don't need any experience?
No.
And if you played seniors like years ago?
Absolutely. If you've played seniors before, even if you're currently playing seniors and you want to double up, we've got a couple of girls that do that, but you can be as fit as a triathlete, or walking could be a thing. We will take absolutely everyone, and we are really welcoming. We'd love to have you.
Fantastic. Thanks, girls. So Cassie then sent me some further information, and I think it's really insightful into how they've gone about setting up. So from Cassie, this is our first year entering a team, but it's been something we've been working towards for about 2 years. We wanted to ensure that the club was sustainable, so that meant altering the Sunbury Masters constitution to ensure the women's team was reflected in the governance structure, as well as securing funding and sponsors so that the startup costs of starting a new team were not passed on to individual players. In terms of why, we were really keen to see women's football thrive in Sunbury, but there was a gap in the market with no Masters team less than 40 kilometres away. Given that we are such a football-strong town with 3 different senior women's teams in Sunbury, it was the next logical step.
Cassie went on to say, we've got players from all walks of life. Some are seasoned veterans coming back to the game they love. Some are mothers with young kids or adult kids looking to get some time back on their calendar with a focus on fun and fortnightly games. Some of our players have never picked up a footy and some are still playing seniors footy. It's a real mix of abilities and experience, but we all love the game. We found the camaraderie across clubs to be a key difference from seniors footy, and I think Sue and I both would 100% notice that, having been involved since 2018. It's always a presence, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. While the game itself is still competitive, the culture on the field is much more jovial and less serious. There's no shortage of fun banter, and while we are 2 games in and yet to score the 4 points, our group is committed, hopeful and enjoying their footy. And that's just fantastic to hear. Christy Dudley deserves a special mention here. She was instrumental in getting this team up and running, all the while playing a pivotal role in both our seniors and juniors. I don't think there would be a female footy player in Sunbury who wouldn't know her name. She's given so much to the sport and we've all benefited in some way. Jamie Lee Wilson is our coach, who incidentally is also the first female player to make the Sunbury Lions Hall of Fame. A stalwart of the game, she knows her stuff back to front, takes great care for her players and brings the best out of people. She's aptly supported by Pauline Hutchins, our assistant coach, who has added another layer of football smarts to our program, and her co-captains Kirsty Baker and Kelly Caruana, who bring people along for the ride and make sure everyone on our team is seen.
While we haven't had a win yet, we've had some stellar performances. Maria Camilleri had watched a lot of footy in her time, raising 3 young men, but never laced up the boots herself. Imagine their surprise when they came to watch Mum's first game and saw Maria, at barely 5'2", take literal speckies on the opposition. Another standout has been Lisa Vandenherk, who took a break from footy to raise her young family, but hasn't skipped a beat. And finally, Kirsty Baker, our fearless co-captain, who must run a half marathon in midfield, drives strong standards across the team and has the level of energy only paralleled by a 10-year-old child having had their 3rd cup of red cordial. I could do with a bit of that energy.
Yeah.
We are immensely proud Lions. uh, We are an immensely proud Lions lot, and we cannot wait to welcome more lionesses into our den. There is nothing more special than a group of 20 women cheering you on and who want nothing but the best for you. You won't regret lacing up the boots.
Well, reading some of those words that they have sent, I think they have absolutely got all the basics in place. So they're just, as they've said, got to get their gameplay and everything in place, and I think they're going to do really well, really well. So if you're out Sunbury way and are keen to give Masters Footy a go, they train on Wednesday nights from 6 p.m. at Clark Oval in Sunbury.
And now we move on to our milestone moments. Surely the best part of the week.
Yeah, whether it's 50 games, 100 games, or 102, or even just getting to your first season.
These are the big moments in Masters footy. We already heard earlier in the podcast from some footy beginners.
So now let's hear from some players hitting 50 and an impressive 102 games.
I had a quick chat with our milestone players this week, which I could do because we're all in the same place. And the following videos show how they feel about playing Masters footy. However, I'm completely devastated. My interview with Amy from Mudlarks failed to record. Note to self, press the big red circle to start recording. She had such a great story too.
Oh.
Let me see what I can remember. So Amy was playing her 102nd game of footy. She started playing Masters last year when Mudlarks were looking for players for their inaugural team. Her partner's sister is at the club and asked if she wanted to help out. Sure. However, Amy actually lives in Wangaratta and plays her senior footy there. Now that's what I call commitment. Jenny Bonney from Spurs, Kate from Wyndham and Paula from Wyndham, all with 50 games.
Okay, so what's your name?
Jenny Bonney.
And Jenny, who do you play for?
I play for Parkside Spurs.
And what was special about today?
I played my 50th game.
Fantastic. So is that just Masters or Seniors and Masters?
Just Masters, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I played my first game in 2018 in August season. I played for Coburg and debuted on my 50, when I was 50 and then I've played ever since. So I played for Northside, Coburg Northside, and then it's been playing for Spurs for the last 3 years.
Fantastic. And how did you go today?
We won. It was, great game. Close up to half time and then we just went away with the second half. So fantastic win by the girls.
And what are you proud of that you did today?
I had a few touches, set up a few goals. So happy with that.
And avoided any head knocks today?
And avoided it. I got a big black eye last game. So so got through injury free, which is always a really great thing in a footy game.
Okay, fantastic, Jen. Have a wonderful season and we look forward to seeing what happens with the Spurs as the season goes along.
Okay, thanks a lot, Sue. Bye-bye.
Okay, so can you tell me your name?
Hi, my name's Kate.
And Kate, who do you play with?
Wherever. Wyndham. Wyndham Tigers.
Absolutely. And what's special about today?
I think it's a good culmination of 50 games over many, many years.
Yep, great. And so how long have you been playing Masters footy for?
This is my second year of Masters. Before that, played obviously senior football.
Yep, and what do you enjoy about playing Masters?
I love the camaraderie. I like the fact that there's women playing who've never played before, and I think it's a real great community.
Fantastic. And so today, 50 games. What do you want to achieve today?
I'd love to kick goal. Just one. I'm not precious, just one.
Okay. All right, so have a fantastic game and we look forward to seeing you kick a goal.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Hi, can you tell me your name?
Paula Bunting,
And Paula, who do you play for?
Wyndham Masters.
Excellent. And what's special about today?
Well, today I'm playing my 50th game.
Fantastic. And when did you start playing footy?
I started, this is my 6th season, so I started my first game at 55. And now I'm, just turned 60 the other day and playing my first game as a 60-year-old.
Fantastic, love it. And is it just Masters that you've played, or have you chucked some seniors games in there as well?
I don't play seniors at all. I did years ago in my 30s, but I started playing Masters in my mid-50s.
Excellent. So love it. So what are you looking forward to today?
Well, I've got my family and some friends coming, and I'm going to go through the banner with my 2 little grandbabies.
Oh, that's so cool.
I know, I'm really excited. And they're going to wear their little Collingwood jumpers because they're both members like their nanny.
I liked you until you said that. So what's it like being part of a team sport?
I love it. I've been part of teams, playing netball all my life, and I just love the team environment. It's great.
Fantastic. Well, have a great game today.
Thank you so much.
And here's to being 60 and playing 50 games.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So congratulations to all. It's not just about the number.
Nope, it's about everything that goes into getting there.
And so we move on to looking at round 3. And believe it or not, there's only 1 week recovery time. Saturday,
Yeah.
2nd of May. Isn't this Saturday, coming Saturday? But that's so we can have Mother's Day weekend off the following week.
Very important.
Very. So first up, we've got Footy Rush. 2 games at AH Cat Reserve in Preston, home of the Darebin Falcons. Game 1 sees Parkside take on Eastern Warriors, and Game 2, Carrum Cowgirls, it's not that hard, Flo, versus Brunswick Mudlarks. And Williamstown have the bye. Group warm-up is at 8:45 with a 9 o'clock game start time.
Then following on at AH Cap, we have Game 1 at 10:15 a.m, Div 1, Parkside Spurs versus Carrum Cowgirls. Got it right. Game 2 at 12:15, Div 2, Sunbury versus Wyndham. Game 3 at 2:15, Div 2, Darebin versus Brunswick.
And the remainder of the games are at Morty Alex home ground, Ben Kavanagh Reserve.
Hi, it's Sue. Just letting everybody know that all the games that were due to be played at Morty Alec have been transferred to Souter Reserve in Dingley, as Morty had their ground vandalised, which sucks.
Game 1 at 10:15 a.m. is Division 1 Morty Alec versus Williamstown. Game 2 at 12:15 is Division 1 Port Melbourne versus Box Hill North. And the final game, Game 3, is at 2:15 p.m, Division 2 Northside versus Peninsula. Well, that's a wrap on this week's episode of Talking Masters Footy with Sue and Flea.
Another great round of footy and plenty of stories coming out of it.
And don't forget that we want to hear from you.
Send us a short report from your game, what happened, what stood out, to our email, talkingmastersfooty@gmail.com.
We're also looking for shout-outs.
And any milestone games we should be celebrating.
There are many ways that you can contact us. The shout-out link in our bio. Email us, DM us on our Facebook page or our personal pages if you're one of our friends. This podcast is about the Masters football community.
And we would love you to be a part of it.
Now, before I flick on to what's coming up next week, I just want to mention that Vic Metro's Carnival coaches were announced today.
Yes, they were.
And something very exciting has happened. We have got 4 female coaches coaching our women's teams. So we've got me, Sue Emery, coaching the non-contact, Christina Edwards from Northside, coaching the women's 35s, and then we have Chia Sabatucci from Williamstown doing the women's 40s, and finally Belinda Bowie or Blouse from Port Melbourne doing the women's 45s. So, Flea, what should people do if they're interested in going to Carnival?
Do it. Get on board.
Yep.
If you're interested in going to Carnival, speak to your coach, speak to anyone you know that's going, and they will tell you it's the best week of footy you will have. It's exhausting, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of footy, there's a lot of events. You'll see everybody that you know, people that you don't know. You'll meet people from everywhere. And don't think that I've just started playing footy, I'm not good enough to go. Absolutely do not think that way.
No, with the coaches that we've got, they'll ensure that you are a definite valued member of your team.
Absolutely. And if you're not sure, talk to someone who's been. They'll, you know, if there's no one in any of the new teams that have been, next time you're at a ground, talk to any of the other teams that have been. Everyone without fail will say the same.
Or have a chat with one of the coaches. We're
Yeah.
all very approachable people and love talking footy.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Registrations are open. So if you're not sure of the process, there's plenty of people that can help you out with that and show you how to do it.
yeah, if you go to the AFL Vic Metro
There's a link there.
website, there's a link there that you can click on and join the fun.
And I guess you may be a little nervous about playing as a contact player. Guess what? There's another option. The non-contact team
Absolutely.
coached by awesome Sue Emery.
If I do say so myself.
Yeah. Congratulations,
Watch
by the
out, my
way,
head will
Sue.
get too big and I won't fit on this screen.
No, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I love coaching women's footy, especially women over 35. They're so responsive to learning and just love it.
Yeah.
All right. So next episode, we'll be back with another round wrap.
And more stories from you with a focus on leadership in women's footy.
So until then,
look after your body.
Enjoy the footy.
Footy for fun. Get on board, Sue. Footy.
Okay. Footy for
fun.
And we're just getting started
started
to get nowhere near doing it together.